Hi guys, Undertale Fire 22 here. We are closing in on 3,000 subscribers, so kind of looking forward to that. Sorry if I look a bit more dead than usual. Shit's been going on recently. But that's beside the point. It's been a whole while since I've done a reaction on my own content. Hold up. It's been a while. Like, wait, it's there. Hold there. A whole 10 months ago. 10 months ago, I haven't reacted to my own shit. So yeah, this reaction will be a bit more like a review on stuff, can give a bit more insight on the things it took to make this video. I'm gonna be reacting to other videos of my own. I'm gonna tell you guys about it and tell you guys the things about it. So yeah, we're gonna begin in 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, okay. Oh, guys, okay, there. First second. If y'all don't know, that is what the AU he's watching is William's Tragedy. And before you ask, yes, this scene was inspired by Underverse. I'll just put it up on screen right now. He gets tired, but he doesn't get tired easily. In fact, he should have infinite stamina. It's just that, well, there are people who can break his infinite that are on his level, if that makes any sense. But what he's referring to isn't the fact that he's tired, it's that since he is Sans is a part of his code, William Afton is no, like, he should not be considered William Afton anymore. He has both Sans and William. When he fused with Sans's, a copy of Sans's code, when he was trapped in Gotcha Club, or Gotcha Club's code, when he did that, he fused Sans himself. So it basically became a Sans and William Dragon Ball fusion, right? William's consciousness is the one in most control. But Sans, he still has Sans's memories. He's William Afton with Sans's memories up to the point of Dust Tail, the perfect genocide. He he basically has all the memories of being Gaster's son, having a brother named Papyrus, meeting Toriel, fighting the human, making the all that, everything Sans went through, William has in his memory. But since it doesn't fit with his life, it serves as another memory of another life. Like if you died, like if I don't believe in reincarnation, but if you were to die and you were to reincarnate and you were to remember what happened in your past life, this is kind of how his memory works. He isn't William, and he's also not Sans. That's why I gave him the name 666, because it's to shorten the name Air William, but it's also because technically speaking, that's not even William. It's both William and Sans. And so really, it's 666 would be a more appropriate name. I just call it Air William because that name kind of stuck with me, and because again, William Afton's consciousness is the one most at play here. So technically he came back. He always comes back, but he also technically didn't. Oh, but okay. The name that Cassidy gave William was of another alternate universe. It was a cringe curse they used. The reason that William Afton, or the reason 666 feels all pissed off when she called her that, is because fucking that's the name of a cringe he whatever you want to call it, where I shit you not, Cassidy, William, Glitch Trap, and Vanny, Vanessa, whatever, all fucked and had a child named Wilson. I shit you not, this is an actual AU. This is real. You know what? I'm gonna show you. Okay, I couldn't find the whole thing with Wilson, but I do remember it was in a video. I forgot the channel, but this I found this, which, well, it's on Reddit. I shit you not, this is real. I don't want it to be real, but it's real. It's fucking horrible. So like, if y'all like this, I'm not gonna judge. I'm not gonna hate. But for in the nicest, in the kindest, nicest way possible, please seek help. Seek mental help. Have your brain bleached. Maybe do a whole factory reset while you're at it. It's just okay. Back to this. That's okay. So this is not her voice, right? I just saw that Cassidy from Five Nights at Freddy's and Sarah from Needle Mouse have an extremely similar character and backstory, all that. So I just decided, hey, this would fit, and also that this idea is similar to what they did with Sarah and Luther Q&A, which I'll put up on screen right there. So I just used that audio. I forgot to put it in the description. I'll probably do that after this video. But again, this is not her voice. Her voice sounds exactly like Maggie. It's high pitched, sounds like a small child, despite the fact that she's 16. She is basically just a child, right? She's a child. This is not her accurate voice.
It is true, Luther. 10 plus 10 equals 20, and 11 plus 11 equals 22. Hey, did you get it? Get out. Get out. Did you get it? 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 Get out. Did you get it?
Okay, so this might seem very, bullshit because Cassidy and William they struggled against each other, especially Cassidy struggling against William. I stated several times in my post, actually once, that Cassidy can and would die several times against him, but she can just respawn thanks to her determination. So why did she stop with her fingers? Well, because I've seen a lot of martial artists or people that know how to deal with those kinds of like knife attacks or slash attacks. They can stop it with accuracy in their fingers. Not that they're strong or anything. And in my alternate universe, Cassidy's extremely skilled in fighting and techniques, stuff like that. Due to the fact that in resets, in resets, she learned a lot of martial arts not because she wanted to learn how to fight. No, she knew how to fight, but it was pretty much just out of boredom. It was nothing. She just had to have something to entertain herself with, and she already was doing everything the world has to offer. She was running out of things to do, and this just so happened to be on her list, and she happened to learn how to do that. That quote was a low key taken, ripped straight out of that Q&A. Now, this part, of my opinion, is fuck. Okay, this part, of my opinion, is kind of not characteristic because William would, if he really wanted her to stop annoying him, he would make her stop annoying him by beating the fuck out of her, and they'd fight again. But the thing is, again, Sans is part of his consciousness. Sans is part of 666 here. And so he'd be as lazy and as laid back as a Sans would be. And so he wouldn't really be wanting to fight right now because, again, he's trying to take a break. He's trying to take it easy. So, that is true. That is true. Yeah, yeah. She has that ability to shoot laser beam or energy, what seems to be energy beams out of her hands. She'll explain why she hasn't done that in a minute. And actually, I think I showed that back in season one, or I showed in season one her using those laser blasts out of her hands. I think so. I can't really remember since I made those. I made season one a year ago, but I remember I made her use that back then. Oh yeah, she looks fun. uh, oh, okay. The hold up. The reason I didn't have his the errors in his eyes. The reason I didn't make it consistent to throughout when he's in an emotional state is because of the fact that okay, whenever I would do it, I would have to take a screenshot, take a KineMaster screenshot of the frame, create a whole separate project, so that way so that way I don't make what I'm currently doing lag more, and then I have to type out error and then make it purple and then copy and paste that numerous times, and also have to do the whole glitchy effect thing with the layers, and that takes a long time to do, at least for me. And so to do that for several frames is kind of hard because I could do it for like one picture, one screenshot, but I can't have that last because Cassidy would need to show emotion, and then that would make a whole other screenshot, and then I'd have to make do it again, which I didn't want to do. Probably people y'all watching could probably do it, but I don't know, I can't do it. Oh yeah, if y'all don't know, my version of Cassidy or Undernight's Cassidy, she was abused as a kid. I think this is established. Like I think y'all this is common knowledge for her at this point. But if y'all don't know, a lot of abuse when she was a kid. So basically, just imagine anyone. I really, really don't want to use real life examples because that is just out of pocket. Because that might be out of pocket and disrespectful. But pretty much just take anyone that you know online that's been doing that shit, or anyone that has done that, and then take it up to 11. Plan on giving her parents a bit more backstory in the future, so I guess look out for that. You little shit. Oh yeah, if I if you notice, I tried to make it slightly more to how Canon Undernight's Cassidy would sound by tweaking with the voice, but I made it sound weird. So yeah, too late to change it, lol. Now you see, I made my version of Cassidy not as I think I said this multiple times, but I made my version of Cassidy not as pissed off and angry as other Cassidys, because I've seen other Cassidys from other alternate universes. Their whole personality is anger and rage, and that's it. Like I'm not really trying to hate, but her personality isn't anything more than just hatred. They literally just make a two-dimensional character that is meant to hate on William, and that's it, right? Because I think if you are killed by someone, you are allowed to hate them and maybe possibly, do what Cassidy did, right? I mean, you got killed, you got your entire future taken away from you, so like, I mean, come on. You can't just say that she's an angry and horrible, sporadic, rageful, crazy person for the for the sole reason that she's angry at the man who killed her, right? You can't do that. I mean, yeah, okay, do whatever you want, but like in my opinion, it's very dumb. I mean, it's your alternate universe. You can do whatever you want, yada yada. But in my opinion, it's very stupid to just stereotype someone on being you don't know her backstory, so saying that she is an angry and very mean and erratic and bitchy person because she's angry at her killer, you're basically just generalizing people who are angry, right? You can't do that. But she will do that. That might be out of pocket for some of you. Oh, you. Okay. I'm okay. I made his segment short as fuck. That's hilarious. Okay. Yeah, she does. So even when an alternate universe is destroyed or eradicated, it can still be shown. Is similar to how Air probably would have been, has already erased several alternate universes, yet he can show them. This is kind of a similar thing, and since they aren't bound by the concept of time, they could simply just manipulate time and then show a time where it was all where the alternate universe was alive, and then show it and watch it. But now I'd rather push myself to a loophole because she's waiting for the next episode. I don't think it's something. Oh, because she wants to have a good reaction. So both of them watch it. Hold up, let's see if I can pause it. Let's see if I can pause it. Hold up. There. Kinda. Hold up. Not fuck, but yeah, she's talking about Air. He was. He was. He, yeah, he's kind of the only. He's one of the only. I don't have two villains, and one of which is a child that is just playing a video game. I don't know what the other has a much more developed backstory. Um, so yeah, that makes sense. I I'm gonna tell you this right now. I don't watch Chainsaw Man or Death. No, I'm sorry. I just didn't interest me. When I said that, I thought it was kind of dumb to not give Cassidy that much of a personality and just make her angry all the time. When I said that was kind of dumb, I thought that first when I was making her. I wanted to give her much more of a personality. I wanted to make her more human than just an angry bitch that was bratty all the time. So I gave her more of a personality for a 16-year-old in Gen Z because I realized she lived part of her life in the 80s and now she's living in the in 2023, which is today. So she would end up binge watching all of this in the 6 years of resets that she experienced. And so she'd be much more of a fan and a little bit more Gen Z now that she's been in this generation for 6 years because of resets. She didn't interact with people and the resets because she was possessing a robot at the time. The robot looked like this, but it was still a robot, and it would look a little weird because she'd look like a golden teenage girl, yes, but you don't see anyone walking around with golden skin and hair and ears that are attached to your head, so she'd probably be looked that weird and possibly start another war between humans and monsters. So, yes, she didn't do that. Again, she became much more accustomed to art cartoons, or not cartoons. What the fuck was that? We much more accustomed to anime. And as for Dragon Ball, she missed out on every anime that she could have watched when she was alive, because back then she couldn't watch anything because she was abused. And you might be asking, y'all in the comments might be asking, why didn't he just shoot a god ray at her while she's asleep? And I have an answer for that. Plot armor. I can't think of anything. Sorry guys. Let's call it as a he didn't think of it. And I see I'm also making Cassidy more of a fair person, right? Cassidy has kind of a mixture of Story Shift Kara and Maggie Spletzer from SMG4, meaning that she'd have a mix of both personalities, along with Frisk's and Kara, Frisk's Mercy and Kara's Bloodlust. So, not Bloodlust, but I meant what a lot of people perceive Kara. Get that now pretty much everyone believes Kara's a fucking saint that can do no wrong, but still sort of having that, you know, anger in her. And even if I'm not gonna say what I believe Kara is, because I don't want to start shit, but I will say that Kara either way would end up being an angry teenager due to her childhood and what happened, and her hatred towards humanity, all that good shit, and the fact that her Asriel kind of led to her death, and yeah. But I am making Cassidy more fair. She hates William, but she is willing to see that if William was controlled, she isn't just gonna be like, "Oh, he's controlled, but I'll still hate him," like a lot of other Cassidys. No, no, no. She is being fair and saying, "Yeah, if he was controlled, I would probably believe him pretty quickly," because she hated him. But if she saw proper evidence that supports him not killing her or him being like controlled, she would, just see reason, and then she'd stop with her hatred towards him. I mean, I'm not making her just a vengeful animal, a vengeful demon. She is a demon child, but she isn't, vengeful, an angry person all the time. She has reasoning and logic. She has a mind. So she'd probably see reason and stop tormenting him. Similar to William's tragedy, Cassidy. I see, there you go. And yeah, she sees that since he is, when he's not killing other alternate universes, he is decent enough. I mean, he's willing to have a Q&A with her, not just fighting her outright, which in her eyes, she didn't expect this. She came in trying to talk no jutsu his ass. She came in trying to do that, but she kind of expected a whole fight before then. But seeing that he was so open for a Q&A, or at least willing to do it at all, it was kind of an eye opener for her. Like he killed Evan, and yet he is capable and willing to want to do a Q&A. That doesn't really align in her head, but now she sees that if William never killed anyone, he would have probably been a decent person, or a decent enough person. Maybe friends. Their relationship would probably be similar to William's tragedy, Cassidy, and William's tragedy, William. They're okay. Air okay. 666 and Air's relationship is well. 666 likes Air a little bit, and Air hates 666 because 666 is stealing his job, and Air can't really do anything about it because he's weaker than him. Very, very much weaker than him. Okay, the whole answer the whole moving on thing. They are kind of possessed. No, they're not. No, never mind. I mean, I guess Cassidy, if you really want to stretch it, you can say she's possessed, but she's really possessing a body that is just as functional and works basically like a human body. So you have to really stretch the whole possession thing all the way. She's pretty much alive again. And William's soul got William got fused with another person and ended up getting glitched several times, turning into a whole error, and now has a vendetta against every creator. Even killed me in that canon. So no, no, even taking under the assumption that that they're not moving on. Sorry, this hold up, this that ain't happening at all. It's never gonna happen. Yeah, she's basic at this point forward. It was also kind of me, speaking as well. I was speaking because I saw so many people trying to sympathize with classic Canon Williams, saying he did nothing wrong when he clearly did a lot more than just kill children. People are saying, "Oh well, he might have killed, but like the FNAF the missing children also killed." I mean, yeah, but did the missing children abuse their kids, let their kids die? Did the missing children kill and experiment on people's souls to create agony and remnant? Did they melt other souls into one and rip them apart? Yada yada. Did the missing children do that? No, exactly. They didn't. William's clearly worse and deserves what came to him. As for you can see William getting progressively more angry, more agitated. William might not remember the past all that much due to the fact that the anti-void's isolation was long as fuck. But he can remember bits and pieces, like small bits. Yeah, that I don't kind of take under assumptions because Vanessa, I believe, is more of a is either a robot version of Elizabeth or somewhat is Elizabeth and she wants some way, shape, or form. And in a therapist session, said that Vanessa's father made his mom look bad in court. And if Vanessa is a stand-in for Elizabeth, then her father would be Afton, and then it kind of lines up there. Yeah, in the books, Elizabeth was abused. I'll put that up there. Yeah. Yeah, she's pretty much speaking. Yeah, she shut up quickly for multiple reasons. Number one, she's trying to reform William. She's trying to show him that people from the real world they can be nice, they can be friendly, they could have, they could be good people. She knows that William's utter goal is to kill the creators because in his eyes, that's the only way to stop them from abusing their power and control. It's the only way. And he believes that the creators or people in the real world are just selfish. They are idiots. They're hateful. They're just bad people that create things only to have control. He believes that people are power hungry bastards that just want power over anything, and they will do anything to get it, even creating life and messing with life to their will, just to have power. And to some extent, that is true. But Cassidy is still trying to show him, that not all humans are like that. And even if humans want power, humans want other things as well. So she's trying to show him that with a Q&A that has real people. Maybe he could see. Uh, she stopped because if she gets too agitated, she might prove to him that he's right. She might prove to him that humans humans from the real world really are like that. And another reason is because she hates to admit it, but Cassidy is genuinely a little scared of William, or 666. She's a little scared of him. He has far more abilities than her and so many hacks that could just like one shot her. The reason that he doesn't do them is because luckily Cassidy is agile enough to dodge them, but really it's a lot of luck on her side, and she doesn't want to afford, getting erased from all existence, failing at her mission to stop him. So she is a little scared of William. She is kind of terrified. That's why she never did anything to stop him until he came back in season 4. Like, if she really felt like other Cassidys and felt like wanted to hunt him down, if she really wanted to do that, she could have. She could have just snapped open a portal and went to him. But she knows if she did that, she would have probably gotten her ass kicked, and then she would have gotten erased from existence. So she's just, she's playing it safe. She's being smart about it. And at the end of the day, she was scared of him. That's how any of us would react in a situation, wouldn't it? William doesn't really remember Michael that much because again, the anti-void. I see. This is kind of what Cassidy is doing, trying to talk to him, trying to like as you kind of you were actually pretty spot on, Mystic, because right here when you said that, so maybe the solution isn't to fight until you both are dead because they'll blah blah blah. That is very close to what I'm getting at here. Them fighting isn't gonna do anything because both of them refuse to die. Their souls literally mean the exact same fucking thing. You know what? Look at this. Look at this.
Determination.
Oh no, not that. Not that. Look at this. Determination. Willpower. Or he had firmness of purpose, resolutionness, all of that. All right. and then perseverance. Yeah, look at this. Look at this shit. It's right there. It's a synonym. They're similar. Look at that. Come on. They basically mean the same thing. Therefore, both of them refuse to die. Both of their souls are, they don't want to die. Like, yeah, William is the one who says, I always come back. But in reality, both of them always come back. So fighting forever, you're not going to kill each other. That's why Cassidy kind of just, she stopped trying to kill him. She realizes it's futile. Her main goal is to just stop him any means necessary. Killing him isn't an option, so she's trying to figure out another way to stop him. And if that means having to talk to him, talk to the man that killed her friends, experimented on children, abused his kids, all that good shit. She's gonna have to talk to him, and in her eyes, it's worth it. She'll do anything that's necessary to stop him because she feels it's her responsibility. So in a way, you're kind of right, but she didn't really want to say that. She didn't want to say that you were right, and that's what she was doing. If she's trying to, she doesn't want William to know what she's doing. She doesn't want William to know. Of course, hatred doesn't. What Cassidy says about hate is actually accurate. Hate does not work that way. Uh, but Cassidy knows that William pushed all the hate towards Glitchtrap. So, he can hold up. So it would she could technically talk Najutsu to him. I say technically because that would never happen because William's far beyond reasoning at this point. But again, she's willing to try anything. Yeah, it is true. I never read the books. And I never, that didn't really interest me that much. Milkman, my children, I came back with the milk. My children, I have brought the milk back from after my 5-year trip to the shop. Yeah, he did. He did really mourn his kid's death. He was pretty much just a normal, average family man until Evan's death. When Evan died, then he got drunk, and then when he was drunk, he killed Charlotte in a drunken rage, similar to how Luther killed Sarah. Like he was drunk, he didn't really know what he was doing, but his LV grew to 2, and he would start to, and that made him become more psychotic. And he imagine like a drug addict, or a crack addict. So he became a love addict. You can't stop it. But he did mourn his kids. He was a good person back then. That is true. I think that's established by now. If the reason I sound so tired right now is because, I mean, give me a break. It's 2:12. I'm doing this because I haven't done a reaction video in a while. I'm gonna go to sleep right after this video, or after I'm done editing. I think I'm just not gonna. Wait, what? I'm tired as fuck. I think I'm just not gonna edit this. I'll upload it and I'll put all that in the description. When I say I'll put this on the screen, just imagine I put it on there. Again, she did do that. She did turn into a bit of a nerd back then. Her childhood was less than, well, okay. Again, I really, really, really don't want to use any real life examples because the real life examples that I would tell you are probably gonna get me canceled. So I'm just not gonna say anything, but just imagine the worst cases that have happened about it. Just imagine that about the worst cases on child abuse that have happened within a home. I'm not gonna say anything because again, I'm not trying to get canceled, but just imagine the cases that have happened recently, make them 10 times worse. Bro's explaining his backstory like he's an anime villain. That's crazy. I'm uh, kind of just falling asleep right now. Y'all are probably laughing at me through the screen. I see you. Yeah. Uh, though that is true. You just destroy the favorite. Yeah. She did feel like she died on the inside after Evan's death. As much as you, I know, as much as you, JP, sorry, as much as you hate him, Evan is kind of her was kind of one of her first friends, her true friends. I mean, yeah, she befriended the missing children before she died, and she literally died with them. Well, not with them; they died separately, but still. Um, and when she was put inside of Golden Freddy or Fredbear, that's when she met Evan, and Evan helped her ease into the suit. She wasn't used to possessing an animatronic. Evan has already been possessing Golden Freddy for 2 years at that point, and so he just showed her how to control the robot. But with, but yeah, she did, but she ended up just being slunched over for a time, for most of the time, since um, probably didn't haven't established this too much. But in my story, when Cassidy died, she got spring locked. I did establish that, but what I'm saying is that after she died, her soul somewhat became traumatized by the event, and since her corpse is stuck to the suit, as long as the soul is in the is with spring locks or with the spring lock suit, she will feel the pain of the spring locks anytime she moves or does anything. Which that's why she was always slunched over because she didn't want to do anything that would involve pain. But even when she's not doing anything, she would still feel the pain. It was just muffled to an extent, but the pain was still there. And watch SCP Illustrated watch SCP Illustrated's thing with spring locks, and then you'll see how painful it is. Uh, and so basically, she still felt that even when she created her version of the suit. So even in the resets, she would feel constant, unrelenting pain. She kind of learned to do what William's strategy William did, basically the equivalent of breaking your legs and walking with them. She did this all the way until she absorbed the human soul. When she no a monster soul when she absorbed the artificial monster soul and became this the pain pretty much completely went away because her soul now is sort of fixed. It's not traumatized anymore because it has an artificial monster soul now. Plus, her body is pretty much no longer even animatronic. It was changed to where it could have organic material and be mostly monster. No, mostly human now since she did have a human soul. So she's mostly human now. Uh, but she could still feel the pain of the spring locks whenever she's in a dream. Or not, I guess, no, a nightmare. So, yeah, and Evan helped her with that pain. When the spring locks, Evan helped her a lot, and sometimes Evan's soul would help make it so the pain would lessen. And they talk with each other. They had a very similar history, not as similar as this Cassidy is with this Sands, but still similar. Both of them came from a bad home. Both of them had fathers that, caused the siblings' death. I'll get to that in a future arc, um, or in the arc that we're currently in. Um, they had some, they had some similarities, so they talked and became pretty much best friends with each other. They talked anytime they could. In fact, it got to the point where Evan kept her sanity in check in the resets. Evan kind of kept her okay. So yeah, when Evan died, Cassidy, she kind of lost a huge part of her soul, literally, because part of her soul was eased with Evan being around. Well, the pain of the spring loss lessening, and like Evan was pretty much family at this point to her. If I say family in like love terms, Cassidy stuff. Wait, no, nope, 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 nope. Frick, I don't know. So you know, Alabama. So yeah, she did feel that she died on the inside. Um, she's her being around him and not attacking him and ripping it apart shows how this version of Cassidy is so much different to all the others, because she does hate him, but she isn't angry. She's hardly angry. A normal person. She's just a normal person who died tragically and saw what William did and was reasonably angry at him like any of us would be. I mean, there are literally commentators making long ass videos on William and clearly showing our distaste towards him. Yet you don't see other people stereotyping those people for being angry son of a bitches, because they're not. Like how Cassidy is not. She isn't angry. And that's why I made my Cassidy the way she was. And yeah, she does. She kind of gave up on hope on ending it, but she's doing what she can to stop him. Like what I said. Yeah. She is still trying, even though she knows that he's not going to change. Yeah, she does do those things. Me personally, I suck at basketball. I played pretty much all these sports, but I sucked at them. Something happened I saw something happen in football when I was 3, but I'm not gonna say it. And now Marvel Spider-Man 2, she plays that weird ass pose. Franchises. Alex, if you're watching this, if I have a friend who named him, Alex, if you're watching this, congratulations. I put in Rain World. Y'all don't know who he is. And if you're watching this, don't put your name in that thing. Don't do that. Just I'm tired. I'm getting tired. Yep, she makes the job harder. I'm also trying to create a sort of similar thing that, okay, hold up, that air, hold on, like this. I'm trying to create this. This would be air, and this would be ink. Okay, all right, that's kind of what I'm trying to recreate, or sort of. It's tired as fuck right now. Oh, here we go. Mind you, this whole time she's been holding back her rage and anger. Because he said some out of pockets stuff towards her, and she hasn't really done anything. She's kind of held back. Of course, since she's not as angry as any other Cassidy, but she has reasonable anger, like someone, talking about your dead relative like this. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of you in the comment section. It's like, me personally, I wouldn't take this level of disrespect, but that's just me. She took that disrespect a lot because she's trying to change him. And everyone has a limit. Everyone has a limit to how much they can take. And she reached her limit. Alright, but in this part's kind of cringe. This part is kind of cringe. The eyes are all messed up. Oh, that was loud as fuck. I tried to make it so that she can have bash his head into the wall, but like there are no walls there because they're in the anti-void, so I fucked up. And she's throwing him, but it looks like her limbs just teleported, and that looks weird. If you can see the air thing kind of went flying. Yeah, he can stop through the stomach and get aim down. Oh, I forgot he can summon God rays now, which is kind of a game breaking ability. Since if one of those things hit you or hit someone, they'll be erased. As soon as okay, and she would have kept fighting if not for the fact that if she didn't see that William can literally summon an ability that can erase her from everywhere, from every which way possible. Now he can summon it from everywhere. He doesn't have to finger it to work. He can just summon it from anywhere, really. Yeah. So yeah, when she saw that, she was like, "Oh hell no." Yep, there is. Okay, so that was it. That scene with Frisk was gonna be longer, but I finished that at night, and so it ended up not being too long. As for right now, I'm gonna upload this. I'm gonna put all that shit in the description tomorrow because I'm tired as fuck right now. I'm not gonna be there right now. See y'all later, and hope y'all have a good day or night or whenever this shit gets uploaded because this video is long as fuck. Tired right now, so see y'all later. I'd say good night, but you're gonna see this in the day probably. So see ya.